Hello children, today we will be continuing lesson 6, powers and roots, and now we will be dealing with rules of exponents. I hope you still remember the meaning of exponents. Exponents is the same with powers, right? So there are certain rules in dealing with the exponents. The rule number 1 will be a to the power m. When we read this, a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n equal to a to the power m plus n. This means when we have a number with a power, right, multiplied by a, here a is representing any number, right? A could be any number. This a could also be any number. Any number with power multiplied by that same number with power as a different number. When we have numbers like this, for example, when we have 2 to the power 3, here it's like a to the power m, any number with power multiplied by, since we have a here, same basis, right? Same basis, here we have 2 to the power 4. So when we have a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n, that means when numbers have same basis with different powers, and base in ang masse and power in ang law si an law chuan hetiang hian kan solve tur ni chumi zia chu kami a base khavoi khat kan langa chuan an powers te hi kan add am. So when we deal with this, 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 2 to the power 5 to the power 4, according to the rules of exponents, if we are to solve according to the rules of exponents, this is how we do it. We take the base for one time and base in anabangkan and base kavoy khatkan lathanga. Then we will add their powers. The first power is 3, the second power is 4. Then what do we get here? 2 to the power 7. So our answer will be 2 to the power 7. Right? So this means when the rule number 1 means when numbers with same basis but with different powers are to be multiplied, we take the base for one time and add their powers, right? That is rule number 1. I'll give another example for rule number 1. That is, let's take 6 as the base. 6 to the power minus 3 multiplied by 6 to the power 0. How are we going to solve this? As we said here, we have same bases, right? And base te in anga, masse and powers te in ang lawa, can multiply do na. And it's one rules of exponents. Rule number 1 we can apply te na ni a. Rule number 1 at one base boy can langa, so we will add their powers. So here we will take the base for one time since their bases are same. So minus 3 we add it to 0. Then what do we get when we add minus 3 and 0? Minus 3 plus 0 means minus 3. So our answer will be 6 to the power minus 3. Then rule number 2 is like this. A to the power m, any number with power, this time divided by a to the power n. This means when we have same bases with different powers, division, right? Same bases with different powers, division. Base in ang si and powers in ang law. Division alone, this is how we do it. A m to the power minus n, right? This means when we have same bases with different powers, we will be subtracting their powers, right? Division at 1, base in ang te an ni a, and powers in an at 1, and powers they subtract them. Look, compare this with rule number 1. In rule number 1, when we have same bases with different powers, we add their powers, right? Multiplication at 1 and powers taken add. So this is also the thing here. Division at 1, division along 1, we subtract their powers, right? Let's take one example. 4 to the power 7 divided by 4 to the power 5. Here, as we said, when we apply the rules of exponent, we take the base for one time and then subtract their powers. Since this is division, we will be subtracting their powers. So 4 to the power 2. And another example, sometimes we can have numbers like this. X to the power 9 divided by x to the power 5. See, remember in division, there could be the two ways of writing division, with the usual division symbol like this, and when we have it in fractional form, this also means division, right? Hey, division zia dan chi dan khan atang chuan division symbol pa nga in alamin zia nga atang chuan heti hian lo zia kan, but they are still the same. So this means same bases and base x veven amawangin same bases and niya chuan hi division symbol kan ti to kha. So we need one same bases division and each one. We take the base for one time and then from the first power minus 5, that is equal to x to the power 4. Remember when you subtract the powers, kami hitin tia le tur chu as powers they 5 atang 7 hi subtract la tur powers lo ma sa zo piang kha zia ma sak tur. Here 7 is the first power, so we write 7 first, and 5 is the second power, so then we subtract 5 from 7, right? Then rule number 3 is a to the power m. When we put bracket like this, we read it as a to the power m whole power n, right? This means when we have numbers like this, there will be a base and there will be a power and there will be another power outside it. That means when we have 2 to the power 3 whole power 5, right? When we have numbers in this form, so how are we going to solve it? This equals a to the power m multiplied by n, right? This means when we have double powers like this, we will be multiplying their powers, right? And powers te hetia nga law pahni double anga law chuan and powers te hi multiply to. So here we have 2 to the power 3 bracket hi kan chhar dan tur kha ka chhar dan hi uluk din lo enang in lo ngai thang 2 to the power 3 whole bracket 5, right? So when we solve this, 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 5, we will be multiplying their powers. So 2 to the power 15 will be our answer, right? Those are the 3 rules of exponents. This will be your assignment. Your assignment 31 will be from exercise 6.1, question number 1, sub number 1 to sub number 6. Right, I repeat, your assignment number 31 will be, this is from your Galaxy textbook, exercise 6.1, question number 1, sub number 1 to 6. That is all for today. Thank you.